So I wanted to give a friend a Christmas gift this year, and she's a huge fan of the Grinch, so I went to my local store and I found this adorable Grinch sign. So we're going to start by flipping it over. This sign already has a hanger up top, so we're going to use that to our advantage. We're going to take a pipe cleaner and just secure it. So when securing your pipe cleaners, make sure to twist it around the hanger to ensure that it doesn't come loose. Now we're going to work it into an evergreen wreath. These supplies you can find available at nicksseasonaldecor.com. Now that we have it secured with the pipe cleaner, I'm just going to take that pipe cleaner, feed it through all of the evergreen tips, and secure it to the metal frame. It's really important that you secure it to the metal frame and not just the pine tips, because if you do just secure it to the pine tips, the sign will begin to sag over time. So in my opinion, no wreath is complete without ornaments. So here we just have some shatterproof plastic ornaments. All we're going to do is pop off the top. So if you don't have any hot glue, here's an easy tip for you guys. Take the ornaments and just poke them right into the pine. And that'll keep them in place and prevent them from falling off. And that way, if you want to switch up this wreath or change it out for each season and holiday, all you have to do is just remove the ornaments and store them. So I have a mixture of red and green today, and we're just going to start poking them throughout. And here we have our final ornament, which we'll just place right there. So now it's time to embellish this even more with a little bit of ribbon. And here we have this really pretty ribbon from nicksseasonaldecor.com, and this one has a little bit more of a lime green. It has white, red, and that emerald green, which matches the sign really nicely. So the Grinch is almost this color. So to work in this ribbon, we're going to add a bunch of tails throughout. So I'm a firm believer that not every single wreath has to require a beautiful bow. Sometimes just through the use of some extra tails can really make a wreath stand out. So we'll just cut some pieces about 8 to 12 inches long. Then what we'll do is we'll take our ribbon, fold it in half, and dovetail. So the dovetail cut from the middle out towards the edge at an angle, and it reveals that beautiful finished edge. So all of the twists on these pine reeds are wired, so it makes it very easy to actually secure everything, whether it be flowers or like we did with the ornament, which is our first time debuting that here on Hometalk. But it does make it so much easier, especially if you want to switch things out. So if you're not confident in exact placement, by just sticking the ornaments in, you're able to remove them. Same with the ribbon. Nothing's glued on this wreath. And our final piece of ribbon will sit right here. So I think my friend is going to be really happy with this gift. I mean, I think this turned out so cute. So as I mentioned earlier, feel free to replace any of these items with anything that matches your home or your aesthetic. What we have on this wreath is a 24-inch evergreen form, a little bit of ribbon, some ornaments, and a sign, and that is it. So you can make this wreath for about $20 to $25, which is really economical. So thank you all so much for watching. I'm Nick Kretikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and you're watching me on Home Talk. See you in the next video.
So you're going to grab some garden pots that are plastic and some small basketballs. You can improvise with some other supplies you have, but this is what I'm using. I grabbed a red garden pot, which was very easy. Otherwise, you can grab some spray paint and paint another color pot, whatever you find. My home for the holidays is Grinch inspired, so it's Whoville. So I'm going to make these bells look like they were in a Dr. Seuss book. So I'm grabbing some black paint because I'm going to outline this bell, and you'll see that I'm making some lines on the side because that's what you would see on a regular bell, and I'm going to do this in 3 sections. Then I'm going to make some highlights, so we're going to add some little black in different areas, and this is going to give an illusion of a highlight. And then we're going to grab some white, and we're going to strategically put the white in different areas to make it look highlighted also. And the whole goal is to make this look Dr. Seussish. Now on this project, if you want, you don't have to make yours look like this. You could just leave it completely red, and that may go better with your decor, but you'll see at the end that mine is the Grinch, and this works perfectly. And these are really big pots. You can use any kind of size that you want. Then I grabbed some basketballs because these seemed to be perfect for me. They were already red and another contrasting color, and then I'm just going to add highlights to them. And if you can't find basketballs in the size you want, you can use ornaments, whatever that works better for your DIY when you're making your special bells. And then after I add the white highlights throughout this, which looks cool, I am going to add some string so that I can hang these inside of the bell. So you're going to grab some twine, some really long twine, because it has to be able to hang outside the bottom a little bit of your pot when you're hanging it inside, and you're going to wrap that around the ball. And you're going to do it on each ball until you get it nicely snug. Be sure to double knot it, but we're going to make it extra secure with some hot glue. So I'm going to grab my glue gun and put a big blob of glue where the connection points are, and then grab any cardboard or anything and kind of wipe it across so it makes it really solid. And then it makes it stick really well. And I like to use Gorilla Glue hot glue. And after we do that, we are going to drill some holes in the top of our pots. And be very gentle with this so that you don't crack it. And then we're going to grab some washers and a hook. But first we're going to thread our basketball through to make it look like a bell. And we're going to see the length that we want. So see how it hangs out a little? That's perfect. Then we are going to knot this and leave a little opening of the knot, because that's where we're going to thread in our closed hook. We're going to grab a washer or two, and then we're going to push the hook through, turn that until it's totally snug. And once we get it snug, we're going to flip over our pot, and we're going to add a few more washers and a nut, and we're going to secure that so that's totally tight. Repeat the process on all your bells. Look how cute this looks. I love how Dr. Seussy this is. Then I'm going to grab some rope and I'm going to tie that securely, and see how I tilted the bells so they're in the shape that I want, so they're hanging side by side. And I'm going to double knot that so it's totally tight and secure. Then I'm going to grab some ribbon, and you can use any color ribbon you want or any thickness. And because I like to use what I had a lot of this ribbon. And you're going to see I'm going to make it look really cool at the end so that it makes it look more Dr. Seuss and Grinch-like. So I'm going to make that into a bow, and then I'm going to take another large piece and make another bow so that it makes it more floppy. Then I'm going to grab some white paint and I'm going to make some stripes on the bow. And this is going to add some extra texture. It's going to make it look really cute and whimsical. And then for me, I'm putting them at the top of my house, and I also added some lighting to make them illuminate at night, and it looks so cute. And I love the way these holiday bells turned out. They go so well with my other Grinch props that I've made. Happy DIYing!